So I got saved in 1989, and I had two elderly women that were my mentors, and they pretty much had said, you know, if you really want to learn about God and you really want to learn about Jesus, go teach Sunday school. So I did. I had a niece and a nephew, and God prompted my heart to go pick those kids up. So every Sunday I'd pile the kids in the van and teach Sunday school, and learned so much. Several years after that, I was heard about an inner city ministry, and God was prompting my heart to go serve in that inner city ministry. But I was really concerned about my niece and my nephew, and would they continue being brought to church and Sunday school. Lo and behold, here comes Aunt Ruth that started picking up those, my niece and nephew. And so I left and went into this inner city ministry. And Aunt Ruth led my niece Tiffany to the Lord. And 2 weeks, I think it was a couple weeks after that, Tiffany was killed in a car accident. That really started the flame in my burn for children, and God started prompting my heart again. I have grandkids now, and it's like, you know what? You need to get back. You need to be involved. You need to get involved in children's church again. You're a grandma. You need to be a grandma to these kids, not only your grandkids, but we don't know the story behind some of these kids that walk through these doors. Do they have a grandma? Are their grandmas far away, and maybe they don't even see their grandparents? So if we don't invest into these kids' lives and start teaching them God's principles, who's going to teach them? But when you sow into a child's life, you're investing in heaven. You're investing in God's treasure. We have no idea what we speak over these children, what that treasure and that investment's going to be down the road, and when they become, older adults, when they have children of their own, and when they're grandmothers or grandparents. It says, then the little children were brought to Jesus for him to place his hands on them and pray for them. But the disciples rebuked them. And you think about that. Jesus' disciples, get away, Jesus is more important than you little kids. And Jesus said, let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these. So that's how powerful the children's ministry is. It is to Jesus. That's his heart, and that's where mine's at.